dead cat in my yard right here. Jesus Garcia. Sheriff allows Jesus Garcia to do anything he wants to me, so he can use Jesus Garcia to give me criminal charges, destroy my home, property, and then let Jesus Garcia steal everything in my house. See all these ants? That's because, once again, Jesus Garcia has thrown a bag of sugary crap in my backyard. I just found this. It's a bunch of fucking food. It's like rotten fruit, donuts, whatever. And once again, he threw it here behind my shed so I could attract ants. Just like the time where he threw the honey jar. And he throws the fruit peels. Everything else he throws at me or on my property. And this country is just a lying coward sack of shit that wants to use any fucking scumbag like Jesus Garcia to push a narrative story over me. Every time I get assaulted, I have my property damaged. I have my property stolen. I'm injured in my body and in my good name by my country, and I'm charged with the criminal offenses committed against me. So they can put me in a jail and have every single worldly possession that I have accumulated for the last few years since the last time they did this kind of thing to me, just to screw me and rob me for my life like they always do. They just won't leave my life alone in America. They won't let me own property. They won't let me work. They won't let me drive. They won't let me be a man. They won't even leave my body to be owned by me. They've got to stab it with implants and put me to death in the healthcare system and in prison. And now I'm fighting another court case regarding Jesus Garcia, and it could be any scumbag that they find to assault me, rob me, and then write some disorderly conduct, violent stuff charge against me, so I can go to jail for the crimes committed against me time and time again, because that's what they let my mother do to me. They let my mother and stepfather rape me and torture me and cut me off from my family, birthright, inheritance, and legacy. And then they just wrote those cases on me as I was thrown in the street with no choice but to be fucking raped at the house by my mother. Thrown in the street and charged with all of the property that she broke that belonged to me, charged with criminal damage for her destructive, violent behavior, charged with domestic violence for her attacks verbally, physically, and sexually on my life, and charged with every other fucking thing some fucking scumbag cop can drum up to say and use in the court to justify stealing everything I work hard for and honestly for, that my ancestors worked to give me from me, and giving it to some fucking Mexican tweaker because they won't let me have a life, own anything, or live anywhere where I can live with my intellectual equals and just be like everyone else. And I need asylum from the United States because Italians in America, they don't let us be anything except the Latin and Latino. We can be raped, robbed, and killed, and interbred into some Mexican black person that thinks he's Latino all of a sudden because they got to have their way out with my life, family, and race in this country.